of your body being your temple.
When I started lifting, I was competing in fitness competitions, so I was trying to build muscle. And then I got to a point where I thought I was too muscular, so it was kind of hard trying to get rid of it.
Hard day at the office. No, it's too late. It's like I made a commitment to myself, and to my company. I just wanted to look the best and be the best that I could possibly be.
It's a tough schedule for anybody. Not only just the girls, the guys, anybody that's in this business. It's tough. It's almost 24 hours a day, constantly. It's not the diet, the conditioning, the training, the ring work, the travel. It's a full load.
It is the one I always listen to. Work this. Club workout. The mix.
Most people only see the show part of it. So they see the glitz and the glamour, but they don't see all the hard work, the travel, the lack of sleep. When everybody's out eating cheesecake, I have to eat grilled chicken and broccoli.
Alright, it's time for some good old WCW, or WCW. What a big boys play. Look at the play. Anyways, this is an inside look at some of the women of WCW. Mainly Stacy Keibler, who you know, and Torrie Wilson, who you also know. There's some about how they get into the business, how they're trained, some good footage of the power plant, including Medusa training them. Who better than her, them driving around, getting lost, trying to find the city, like they're Von Erich. They can't find the venue. Just some girl talk and how they train, how they work out. Some really interesting stuff. This is just a fun watch, and I had fun watching it and throwing some bits into it. So let's all have some fun. WCW, year 2000. Here we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Women of WCW. I'm Todd Newton, and as many of you know, I've been a wrestling fan since I was just a kid. I mean, come on. There's nothing better than a bunch of grown, buffed up men beating the daylights out of each other in the middle of the ring, except women beating the daylights out of each other in the middle of the ring. So we here at E figured, what the heck? Let's go ahead and follow a trio of these brawling beauties around for a little while. Their names are Torrie Wilson, Sharmell Sullivan, and Stacy Keibler, but they're better known to World Championship Wrestling fans as Torrie, Paisley, and Miss Hancock. From the WCW Training Center in Atlanta to late-night road stops on the way to packed arenas, these tough heroines will show you the wild realities of women's wrestling. And along the way, we'll meet some other WCW stars, some trainers, the sexy Nitro Girl dancers, and fans just like you and me. Tell you what, I can't wait to get started, huh?
And we are having a unique look in the women's bathroom.
I think it's actually a good sign for the ages to show that women are actually allowed to get into the ring.
It's like a soap opera for guys, I think.
Yeah.
It's like we can get into our own soap opera instead of stupid little events they got for the girls.
Yeah, you get interested in the story and you want to see what happens next.
Tear it off! Whoa! Is she naked?
Kids love it. Adults love it. A lot of people that we consider closet wrestlers watch it at home. They don't like to admit that they watch it, but they will come in here and they'll get excited about it too.
I love it. I think it's cool. It shows that girls can do anything boys can do.
I know when I was a young girl, I didn't think I would be able to follow my dreams, and it came true.
Photojournalist Michael Lano has followed the sport since he was a boy.
Wrestling roots go back to the carnival days, back in the early 1900s, what was called ad shows, or challenging people out of the audience to fight somebody, marks or plants or what have you.
In those early days, men dominated the profession, but it didn't take long for women to climb into the ring. Early women wrestlers included the Fabulous Moolah and Nell Stewart, the 1950s Marilyn Monroe of pro wrestling. When Ted Turner founded the WCW in the late 80s, a whole new breed of women emerged.
Ted Turner founded WCW? That's a bit misleading. He bought Jim Crockett Promotions and it morphed into WCW. There's a difference. It's like Vince saying, I founded WWF or I founded WWE. No, your father did, and it morphed into what it is today. Big difference.
Some were male wrestlers' sexy escorts, known as valets, were gaining their own followings. There was also the addition of a cheerleader-like dance team called the Nitro Girls.
That's why I watch WCW and WCW, because they have Nitro Girls.
A lot of the women in wrestling aren't the classically trained women wrestler. There's a saying in wrestling that it takes you 7 years of wrestling in front of people before you should even be considered a wrestler. And now it's so popular because they've gotten models and people from muscular fitness world who really had no thought of going into pro wrestling, but they've brought them into it, given them some training, and they're on television either as valets or bodyguards.
WCW has the best looking women, plain and simple.
My name is Torrie Wilson, and I don't know what you call what I do. I'm a wrestler slash valet slash vixen slash whatever's needed.
I'm on a roll here, honey. If there's anybody in the building man enough to stand up to the franchise, well, come on down.
Our role on camera is to antagonize the crowd, and we have a lot of fun doing that. Torrie's become very good at doing it. I don't know if that's a little bit of that Miss Boise, Idaho being pushed to the side, and some more of the real Torrie Wilson coming out. She's on the back of Mike Awesome.
I've always wanted to do something with, acting and modeling and, whatever in the entertainment industry. I never, thought or dreamed it would be in wrestling. I competed in fitness competitions a few years back, and I went with a couple friends to a house show and met Kevin Nash and Eric Bischoff and everybody backstage, and Kevin somehow got a hold of my home number and called me about a week later and asked if I was interested in doing something small, and it just kept building and building. We've been doing more and more lately just because we're trying to get the women more and more involved.
My name is Charmel Sullivan. I work for World Championship Wrestling, and on the show I'm known as Paisley. I was touring with James Brown when a really good friend of mine, Tigress, told me that they were having auditions to be a Nitro Girl.
Before I became with WCW, I was a CPA, believe it or not. But I always danced like my whole entire life. I was a Nitro Girl for 2 years before Vince called me up and asked me to do the role as Tigress. This is very comfortable. It's stretchy. It moves when I do. And it's Tigress wear.
I was known as the Nitro Girl Storm. So I did that for about a year, and then the writers called me and said, we're going to make you a character on the show. They actually called me on a Friday and said, Monday, you're going to be Paisley. Go buy a purple outfit, and that was it.
My name is Stacy Keibler. I am Miss Hancock on WCW Wrestling, and I started out as a valet. Now I'm getting a little more involved wrestling a little bit, but I'm not considered a wrestler.
Major Guns has foreign objects concealed in her top that Miss Hancock doesn't have.
I never really said that I wanted to be a wrestler, involved in wrestling, but at the age of 3 I started dancing. I was involved in tap, ballet, and jazz. My parents got me a little bit more involved in commercials and theater. I entered the Nitro Girl contest to be one of the Nitro Girls, the dancers, and ended up winning out of a national search.
It was difficult for some of the people because Stacy came on after winning the contest and was immediately put into a character role. So she only stayed a Nitro Girl, I don't know, maybe a month or so, if that. So she just basically blew up, but she never let it go to her head. She stayed very level-headed and very, very sweet. So, you can't help but to like her.
My parents and my family, all my aunts and uncles, my cousins, they all tape it or watch it every Monday night. Monday and Wednesdays are just like Stacy night. Like, my whole family is so supportive. They just back me 100%.
But not all parents are wrestling fans.
It's definitely not the path that they chose for me. I have a degree in mathematics, and I was headed to engineering school to get a second degree in biomedical engineering before I started touring as a background dancer. So there was sort of a conundrum because both of my parents are educators. My brother's a lawyer, my sister-in-law's a lawyer. So everybody sort of wanted me to go the safe route, but they definitely support me. They watch me, and my mom gets a kick out of it now, so it's great.
When I first started, my mom was really into it, watched me all the time and stuff, but lately I've been doing a lot more risque things, so she chooses not to watch anymore.
The take from Billy Kidman with Billy and Torrie together.
I have 2 separate wardrobes. The one I wear on TV, it's very risque, just very different. I'm not the kind of person that would walk around, throwing my boobs around and trying to get attention to help someone win or whatever.
Well, Torrie, I have to say that when I first got involved in this job, I watched the show before, and I was like, oh, I wonder what Torrie's going to be like. And when I came backstage, we became instant friends. Right now on the show, we're both heels. And I think that maybe it's stereotypical to think that, you know, a beautiful blonde girl would be a snob in real life. And we're just normal people.
Paisley's a bad girl, so you know this is an acting stretch for me because I'm a good girl. But it's more fun to be a bad girl. I like the heat that you get from the audience.
Sometimes we're out there in front of 10, 20,000 people. It's just a rush to have all those people watching you.
But not everyone thinks having more.
Not trained yet. A lot of them are so-called green. They can put me on my back any day of the week, any night. You know, I'm all for that. But as far as getting in the ring with me, are you kidding me? Look at that. That's the largest arm in the world. How long do you think they'd last against that?
I mean, when you get down to it, he's not wrong. I mean, if somebody tried to flip Steiner like that, clothesline. Even if you did get a good move on him, how you gonna hold his shoulders down if he doesn't want to stay down? No matter, you get 3 or 4 of them girls, hold the shoulder down like that. Scott is not wrong.
It's sex appeal and sex sells, especially today in wrestling.
I think the crowd likes to see women, you know, they love to see cat fights. The place pops whenever 2 girls start at it, and yeah, definitely there's going to be a lot more women brawling in the ring.
Coming up, we'll meet our girls in Atlanta for an exclusive peek at Wrestling Boot Camp. We'll take a road trip to Albuquerque for a ringside seat at a never-before televised house show. Plus, we'll watch a live Nitro event come to life, go backstage with the wrestlers, and hang with the Nitro Girls. All that and more when the women of the WCW returns.
Welcome back to Women of the WCW. Todd Newton here, pumping the big weights at World Gym in Marina del Rey, California. And you know, friends, for a pro wrestler, there's nothing more important than proper training. So what do you say we catch up with our girls in Atlanta to see if they're ready to climb into that ring, huh? Let's go on down to Atlanta. Yeah. Thank you, girls. I almost felt like I was doing that myself.
Torrie and Miss Hancock may be as physically gifted as they are gorgeous, but they weren't born knowing how to pile drive. So
We're at the power plant every Wednesday and Thursday, 2 days a week. All day, both days.
The place to be is right here at the power plant in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ready! Y'all say ready when I say ready. You know that. Ready! Ready!
The power plant is ground zero for the WCW's wrestling women. Training may look like fun and games, but trust me, this is no workout for wimps.
The first day we were at the power plant, I think I cried like a million times.
Typical day at the power plant. All right, we're in here at 9:30. We stretch, we warm up. We may go through some drills, running in place, push-ups, up and down off the mat.
Down, back, belly, get up, get up.
Then we get in the ring. We'll do some sit-ups. We'll do monkey flips. We'll run the ropes.
Hit the ropes, Stacy, go!
Run, hit him, run.
Come on!
And then we take that first back bump of the day, which wakes you up.
Back bump! Come on, Torrie, up!
And, you know, we break for lunch. We come back, and Medusa may start teaching us new moves. So it's just constant, non-stop action.
Aha! She came up with TNA, not Vince Russo. Russo has been vindicated for the one thing. She came up with TNA. Blame her, Cornette.
It sucks. It's so hard. Yeah, they definitely are kicking our butt.
The woman overseeing all of this action is Deborah Miceli, better known to wrestling fans as Medusa. It's her job to turn these rookie wrestlers into titans of terror.
Training is very hard. You're either going to like me or you're going to dislike me. Come on, Torrie! Go! Come on! Go! what we're doing is taking the group of girls and seeing what each girl has.
Knees up, come on, there you go.
Either you have it or you don't.
Bigger steps, honey, come on. Bigger, bigger, bigger steps.
And it's sad and it's not cruel.
Medusa, she's a little hard on us at times, but I think that because of her being hard on us, I do things that I would not normally try.
She is such a bad girl. She's really tough.
Medusa, oh my goodness, she is the best. She makes us go over and over and over and over things again and again.
Excuse me, get back in the corner. Which way do you turn? If you're gonna move, okay, just checking.
In the ring, you only have one chance. So you have to make sure you know what you're doing and you do it right. That's Medusa's job. She's awesome at it.
In every move that there is, there's 10 ways to counter it. Or there's 10 ways to make it look better. There's 10 ways to fall. Like I said, you all will establish your own way of doing things.
Women's bodies are different, so they have to learn how to fall differently than men, and I'm there to show them all that.
You're gonna hit your chest, girls, but it doesn't hurt. That's why your hands are bent and keeping you up from doing that. That's why I have you doing it this way. The guys, oh, I hate this bump. The guys do it this way. Oh, wait a minute. Or anyway, they do it one hand, they go, ah! And that isn't right for a girl.
I know what a woman goes through. Guys cannot relate to that, so it's really good that I can understand all that. You've got to be tough when you're in here. You can't be a girly girl. Torrie's a very, very girly girl. She's a very nice girl. She has a very sweet personality. Torrie tries.
Come on, Torrie, pick your feet up, Torrie. Get up. Fall backwards, go.
Stacy's the same way. She's a very girly girl. Paisley, she's a little more athletic, and she has the knack. It's there. That's something you can't teach somebody. Either they have it or they don't. And she has it.
But there's no room for ego at the power plant. All of the girls have to work hard to get in shape for their shows in the Southwest.
Hey, don't keep your hands to the side like that. You're gonna pop your elbow. If somebody's out of control like that, whatever, get them back. Chop the out of them. If you fall from a drop kick and you don't land right, you're gonna break your arm.
See, no pain, no gain. I just smashed it into the mat.
With all this intense training, injuries are inevitable, and the women are constantly monitored.
Bad. Front bump, front bump. Okay, you all right? Out of the ring. 5, 6.
I'm really tough.
After determining that Torrie was merely lightheaded, the doctor released her. But going home is not an option. With the show coming up in a matter of days, training is vital.
That's my biggest problem, is if you get a little bump or you hurt, so get up. Get over it.
Everyone watch Torrie.
I'm gonna do it wrong now that she said watch me.
Despite the grueling schedule, emotional strain, and physical hardships, Medusa still feels these girls can be pushed harder.
2 days a week is not nearly enough. It's not enough. Girls complain that that's too much. It's not. It takes years. And we should add another day, is what I feel.
Get your ass up.
Coming up, the girls hit the road for the upcoming Nitro show. Let's hope they're ready for the challenge.
This is a typical day right here. Getting lost and not knowing where
are we going? Why did we turn around?
Welcome back. You're watching the Women of the WCW. I'm Todd Newton. Now, as you can probably imagine, it's a hard, lonely life on the road for women wrestlers. I mean, a different gym, different hall, a different mall every week. Right now, the girls are in Albuquerque, so let's catch up with Torrie, Paisley, and Miss Hancock. Just your typical girls next door.
We've seen how women of the WCW are whipped into shape back at home base in Atlanta. But even when they're hopping from city to city and match to match, training doesn't stop.
We're on the road for weeks at a time, and it's really hard to stay in good shape, eating right and working out and everything. I have a membership at Powerhouse and Gold's at home, so I have travel passes for those gyms.
Weights are great, but on this rare day off in Albuquerque, Miss Hancock would rather lift shopping bags than barbells.
Sometimes on my days off, like today, I come shopping. Okay, so tell me which one do you like better. These? have the first pair. These. First one. First one? Okay. The hardest problem that I have is pants. Because there's only certain stores that have pants that are long enough. Because I'm 5'11", so it's tough sometimes. But I can just hold things up to me and tell whether they're long enough or not at this point. That's why. Let's go look for some shoes. Because I have about 500 pairs of shoes and I could always use that extra pair. So come on. These are cute. I might have to try these on. No 9s? Okay. Oh, 7.5? I'll find something else, sorry. Okay, now come on. I know you have these because these are winter. You have 9s in these? What do you think?
Those are nice.
Aren't they cute?
I wish I had your legs. I'd buy them.
While Miss Hancock enjoys a life of leisure,
trying to get my body to look like Torrie. I'll be honest with you, I used to hate doing this, but I'll say about 9 or 10 months ago I hired a personal trainer, and what's really cool about him is that he ties spirituality into your workouts, and so he really stresses, you know, the importance of your body being your temple.
When I started lifting, I was competing in fitness competitions, so I was trying to build muscle, and then I got to a point where I thought I was too muscular, so it was kind of hard trying to get rid of it.
Hard day at the office. No, it's too late. It's like I made a commitment to myself, you know, and to my company. I just wanted to look the best and be the best that I could possibly be.
It's a tough schedule for anybody. Not only just the, you know, the girls, the guys, anybody that's in this business. It's tough. It's almost 24 hours a day, constantly. It's not the diet, the conditioning, the training, the ring work, the travel. It's a full load.
It is the one I always listen to. Work this. Club workout. The mix.
Most people only see the show part of it. So they see the glitz and the glamour, but they don't see all the hard work, the travel, the lack of sleep. When everybody's out eating cheesecake, I have to eat grilled chicken and broccoli.
I thought we should go back and re-watch the last clip because it's crucial to the story they are trying to tell. Let's watch it again. That's so important. It's just so important. I just had to go back and watch it again. You need to see it again too. We just had to go back and watch it. It was that important. Yep, still very important.
with barely an hour left before showtime, the hard bodies head to a local restaurant to refuel.
We go to all these fast food restaurants and everything looks so good. You're starving, you just want to eat something.
Or when you're like we get done the show sometimes on Monday at like 11 o'clock. Limited food, like fast food, you know, and what we can eat. So we have to cheat every now and then. I'm gonna have the 3-item combo with the green chili chicken soup. Can I have a steak taco?
Yeah, we can do that. It's gonna cost a little bit extra.
Okay. Steak taco and a chicken and cheese enchilada.
Well, for the record, since I don't see grilled chicken and broccoli, I'm gonna have to cheat today and have seafood chimichanga.
I think I will have the fajita salad.
Yeah, chicken or beef?
Chicken with extra chicken, please.
I do 45 minutes of cardio on an empty stomach, and then I come home and cook 45 scrambled egg whites, and then I'll have some sort of carb. And then normally I'll take a nap, get up, drink a protein shake, and then go lift weights. And then after that I may eat sushi, or I'll just have like grilled chicken and steamed broccoli. And then for dinner I'll do the same thing again. Would you eat like that as well?
Not like that, no way. I would be killing everybody. I'd come to the shows with a knife.
Speaking of the show, the women must get going. Tardiness can be costly.
It is 26 minutes.
Where's the building?
After 6.
I'm just dropping them off.
And if we are not checked in by 6:30, then we get fined a huge amount of money that Donna has agreed to pay for all of us.
What now? What?
If we're late, if we don't check in 4 minutes, you're paying our fine.
That's why I just called Terry.
Oh, okay. So we're covered. We're covered. You called the boss man.
This is all Eve's fault.
This is all Eve's fault. Do you see what kind of trouble you get us into?
Yes, this is a typical day right here. Getting lost and not knowing
where are we going? Why did we turn around? All right, 3 minutes. Mission impossible.
That sounds like a wrestler. Oh my God,
a minute and a half.
Stop the car, we're getting out. Get out. We're breaking out.
See everything in.
I'm just gonna take the most important bag. Has the book bag? Okay.
When we return, fur flies at the house show.
2, 3, come on. 14. Hey, welcome back to the Women of the WCW. Now, many of you know that I've been training for wrestling greatness for years now. Probably don't have to remind you of my villainous character, Sleazy E. He's a fan favorite. And believe me, I know what it's like when your wrestling alter ego takes over. And that is exactly what's going to happen tonight when our girls hit the ring in Albuquerque. Take a look at this. 36, 39.
After scrambling to arrive at the arena on time, the WCW's Lady Wrestlers are ready to throw down at tonight's untelevised house show.
Now it's showtime. The house show is a little bit more laid back. We come in about an hour before the show starts. We, stretch out, do whatever we have to do. We do the show. It's a lot more laid back. You don't have the pressure of the cameras and everything. You get to have a little bit more fun.
The house show, really, that's when a lot of people practice new things and, really try stuff out because the crowd is smaller. You don't have to worry about a TV catching something, that you did wrong or whatever. So really, there's a lot less pressure during the house shows, and it's just a good time.
I'm going out as David Flair's valet because since I can't get gold myself, I have to pick on little boys to get it for me. I'll be out there rooting him on, and if anybody tries to get in my way, you'll see some action from Miss Hancock.
I haven't been on TV lately. That's because her and I are having a baby. So tonight, I don't feel like wrestling because I'm so happy that I'm having a baby because, hey, I'm trying to tell you people that I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm out of here.
He's wrestling General Erection, and he has this little valet Major Guns, so you never know what could happen. Major Guns had to get in the way and try to start with me, but that's when I'll do anything I have to get out of trouble or start the trouble. But little did she know that she can't touch me because I'm with child right now. So the ref made her leave. So then I got to help out David Flair a little bit more, and I thought he was going to win, but he didn't, so he disappointed me once again.
I'm nervous because I've been with E all day, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm just getting ready to go out there and, Pee Wee will take care of me. My baby loves me. Pee Wee started out as a wardrobe person, but he sort of has this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde personality. So if you get him really, really upset, he snaps, like the Incredible Hulk, and he just goes ballistic. And so that's when, I'll have to step in sometimes and finish off his opponent. So I had to rush in the ring, of course, and grab Primetime's hand because I'm not going to allow him to hit Pee Wee. Then he starts coming after me, telling me that I need to get with a real man, as if, Pee Wee can't satisfy me or something, and that really upset me. So then I just had to turn into this banshee and haul off and smack him,
And before you know it, it's out of the ring and back on the road again. These brawling beauties must now endure a 4-hour trek to Las Cruces, New Mexico for tomorrow night's Monday Nitro.
Bye, Albuquerque. We loved you. But we're moving on now.
We need lots of candy. We need to go get some candy and some magazines.
This is what Jim Cornette is always talking about. We get in the car, we sing some songs, we eat some candy. In the car, you're supposed to talk the business. You learn the business from your elders who have stories to tell. You talk about your finish. You talk about what you messed up. You talk about what you got right. You talk about whatever is important. Oh no, we're going to sing some songs, eat some candy. That is what's wrong with the wrestling business today. What do you think?
We need our sugar. Keep us up for 4 hours. Oh, shoot. We don't eat like that. Never mind. Okay. Quick bathroom break.
So which wrestlers are you?
You watch WCW?
Yeah.
You're supposed to know who we are.
Yes.
I don't want.
That's who we are.
I'm going to clothesline you right now.
No, you're gonna clothesline.
Yes.
We're gonna turn on the radio and sing. When we get tired of singing, we'll eat our candy. Singing, I'm not gonna let you sing.
Coming up, hit the mat with the sexy Nitro Girls.
Welcome back to the Women of the WCW, everybody. I'm Todd Newton, but through the magic of theatrical makeup, in just a couple minutes, I will be completely transformed into my wrestling alter ego, Sleazy E. And the more makeup Natalie here applies to my face, the more I really feel like taking somebody on. Somebody big, not one of those frail women wrestlers.
What are you calling frail, Newton?
Whoa! Medeja from the WCW. I just meant somebody... No, what I meant was... I tell you what, well, you guys, I'll take care of Medeja, you take care of the Nitro Girls.
Hi, we're the Nitro Girls, and you're watching the Women of WCW on E! Yeah! Woo!
World Championship wrestlers Torrie, Paisley, and Miss Hancock have finally arrived in Las Cruces, New Mexico for the week's live Nitro event.
I ate candy for the first 15 minutes. And then I fell asleep. I think Paisley did the same thing.
We drove and we got in around 1:30 in the morning. Got some sleep. We had to be here at the building by 12 o'clock.
Despite the wear and tear of travel, these ladies have to look like $1 million tonight before a huge national audience. These highly rated Nitro shows are broadcast live on Monday nights, and they're no small events.
We start production at 6 in the morning, and say the show starts at 7 o'clock. Usually we're still setting up just about 30 minutes before the show starts.
The techies aren't the only ones prepping for tonight's extravaganza.
Well, the crowd loves the Nitro Girls because you see all these wrestlers, you see all these intense matches, and then all of a sudden you have the eye candy here. You have these women who are beautiful and these, wonderful outfits, like showgirl type outfits, and they're out there dancing, doing hip-hop routines, jazz routines.
My real name is Chiquita, like the banana, and I am a Nitro Girl. The Nitro Girls were just like in-house entertainment, basically. We come out in between the matches and we do short dance routines. It's nice for a little diversion, to see sexy women come out and do their job, do our little dance.
My name is Alto Gary, and I am the choreographer and manager for the Nitro Girls. Kimberly Page, she was the actually the founder of the Nitro Girls and the manager, and so she wanted to be more into a character role with her husband DDP, and she gave me a call. I danced with the Atlanta Hawks, and I was coaching for the Charlotte Hornets, and things we do here we could never ever do in any NBA court.
One good thing about Alto is that she sees our own unique talents and she incorporates it into the dances.
I have 5 Nitro Girls. Che, she's our last original Nitro Girl. Her little gimmick is she likes leather and
vinyl and studs, kind of that Harley Davidson look.
I've been doing this for 3 years, and I think I can do it for 3 more because of the dance. It's been a great experience. I love it. Good looking.
And then we have Baby, she's the blonde. And Baby, when you see Baby and you hear Baby speak, you just like Baby because she's a high-pitched voice and she's
I can never get into a bar without being carded, so essentially I fit the name Baby.
If you really want to see the girls get loose, let me hear you say,
Well, if I lose my ID, which I seem to do quite often, it seems to work a little bit, you know, if you wear something a little bit more risque, so.
And we have Chiquita. Chiquita, actually her name is Chiquita. So when I hired her, I was like, you know, you can keep your name because your name is original. And she has this great booty shape.
What I do is I just come on stage, give them everything. We come out there, they want to see good dancing, they want to see little TNA.
Siren is my redhead, and her gimmick is like emergency service outfits. We have a police handcuff dance, which we'll do tonight. Siren is funny. She kept her little play handcuffs in a little white pouch, and so you know how you go to the airport and you have to go through the metal detector, and you know, they stopped her and they're like, can you look in this? And they pulled them out, you know, in front of everybody. And like, you can't take these on the plane. And she's like, oh, I had to use this for a show. Oh, ooh, you know, everybody's looking at her thinking she's some hooker or something. And she was just like, just keep them. She was so embarrassed. She's real shy. So I had to go buy her some new ones. And Star is from Vegas, and she just has this elegant demeanor about herself naturally.
I used to work with James Brown for 5 years, and one of the girls named Sherry here, Charmel, used to work with me there and recommended me here, so I flew out and auditioned.
In the past couple of months, a lot of the Nitro Girls went on to be characters, but the group I have now, they just want to be dancers. So I was like, okay, am I hiring dancers or am I hiring wrestlers? So, you know, we got to the point where it's just dancers.
I would give it a shot and give it a try. I definitely wouldn't turn it down. I always keep an open mind in everything that I do.
I bet that's not the only thing she's open to. $10. Me wrestle a long time. Me wrestle a long time. Me wrestle you all night. $10. $5 each. $5 each. Me wrestle all night. All night. I wrestle too buku. All right, let's get back to it.
I'm training for fitness, but that's about it. Everybody thinks I'm everything else except for a dancer, so.
To be a good wrestler, you got to have some good smack going on. And she's got the mouth on her, so she's definitely probably could have her future. I don't know if she's going to kill me.
I love being a performer. I love dancing, and dance is my life, and I'm going to dance until I cannot dance anymore.
No argument here. When we return, the women of the WCW duke it out with the big boys. And the fans eat it up.
Guys like girls fighting. It's just, you know, we're still like the caveman.
Welcome back to the Women of the WCW. I'm Todd Newton, better known as Sleazy E. And I tell you what, our girls are on their way to Las Cruces, New Mexico for a live Nitro event. And while they're there, I'm going to put pro wrestler Medeja to shame with a little good old-fashioned arm wrestling. You ready to go to school here?
Come on, Todd.
Count it off.
Uno, dos, tres.
Here we go. That's it. You feeling the wrath, huh? Ooh, she doesn't like that at all. I tell you what, the girls are all jazzed up for the main event down in New Mexico. Watch this. Ah! Oh. Okay, that's it. You want to play like that? Rematch time.
The fans have arrived in Las Cruces, New Mexico for tonight's live Nitro, which will be seen by millions on Ted Turner's TNT network.
Do you guys have a favorite female wrestler?
Daphne, Tigress, you know.
Nitro Girls.
Yeah,
They're all hot.
Medusa. I love that. I just like her. She wrestles. She doesn't just fight like a girl. She wrestles. I like her a lot.
Nitro is a more upscale production than a house show. The crowd is a lot more energized. People know they're on TV, so they're going crazy, but that's good.
Get on your feet, Las Cruces, let's go! We're coming!
There are several other factors that you have to worry about, whether it's pyro or a cameraman, you know, right in front of you. When you just really want to get out there and attack somebody, you have to worry.
It's more of a spectacle on Monday night, you know, it's a lot more, you know, exciting. The arenas are a lot bigger. The nerves are a lot higher because the crowds are so much bigger.
I have to say that the first couple times that I went out, it was all new to me. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how the crowd was going to react. They really didn't know me.
Oh, here we go. That's the first piece of camouflage so far. Yes!
Now I can't wait to go out there. Like I love it. It is. It's such a rush, and the crowds they're so nice. They're great fans.
She's great. She's gorgeous. She's got the legs. Her
Beautiful, young.
Yeah, she's great.
It's so exciting to know that all those people are watching you, and you know, if you screw up, you can't go back. It's a weird feeling. It's indescribable, really. It's just a rush. I come out with the franchise Shane Douglas. He is very evil. He cheats to win. This is the third guy that I've been through in the year and a half of the company. So I am the slut of the company. No, it's fun.
How you like me now, WCW?
Well, for 19 years I've been in this sport, and I've looked at a whole bunch of sweaty men for 19 years, 365 days a year. I think it's kind of refreshing to take a look at some of the pretty women here. They bring a whole new aspect of the sport, an aspect that we can't bring. I mean, I'm good looking, but not as good looking as, say, Torrie.
Wrestling right now is sports entertainment. We're out there to entertain people, to tell a story, but as you can see, we're out there and we're sweating and we're running around and we're being physical. So it's a sport. You need to know your trade. You need to be taught properly.
Wrestling, they don't know how to wrestle, you know. It's obviously not physically gifted as men, which is a known fact, right?
It's the cat fight, you know.
It's the erotic appeal. They're women, they're hot. And guys want to see good-looking girls wrestle.
I guess for guys, they like it because they see two girls fight, you know, stuff like that. But I think some of the girls can do a lot better moves than the guys.
Right in the jaw that time. Hey, look at Tigers. 1, 2. Tigers wins right away.
It's very real. When I started at the power plant, I didn't realize the awesome responsibility that you have as a wrestler, because you literally have someone else's life in your hands. It's very, very serious, and one wrong move, you know, you never know what can happen in the ring.
One of my war stories, I don't want to make her feel bad or nothing, because she's a real sweetheart, she really is. But me and Paisley, we were going to have a match one night, and we're in the ring, we were going over what we were going to do, and one of her moves is a flip. And she did a flip, and she ended up landing with both feet in my chest. So that was kind of sore. So I ended up getting rushed to the hospital. She called me about 5, 6 times. She was so concerned. But I'm okay. Everything turned out all right, and I can't complain about nothing. I really can't. So, I mean, I could be flipping hamburgers for a living or something like that.
When we return, an old rival crashes Miss Hancock's wedding. And Medeja teaches me, Sleazy E, how to fight like a girl. As the WCW Live Nitro continues, Miss Hancock's wedding to David Flair is painfully interrupted by his crazed ex-girlfriend, Daphne.
Oh, guys, he's ruined. And it's on. The wedding gown challenge is on.
My character is like psychotic, and she's like, they call her the screamer, and she just kind of runs around and just screams.
You know, I don't think Daphne wants David Flair back. I think she's had it. She just wants to beat up the woman that stole her from it.
She's fighting here, Scott, with emotion.
Hang on, they're very near the cake. Hang on. Ooh, if they get frosting on them, my God, I'm already excited beyond belief.
It makes me so mad, it just makes me want to scream.
That's the paycheck right there.
What does he think? Women in lingerie slapping men. This is unbelievable. No. Mark Johnson believes it. What in the... Yikes!
You notice how easily she's thinking about that.
Oh, David, too!
We're seeing a lot more than we bargained for.
Wedding gowns, too!
Oh, and I want to tell you...
Men without...
What?
I'm sorry.
That was a free shot. And now she's making her look it. No! Please! They're not even married! Size advantage. Oh, she's very agile as well.
Though Miss Hancock finally gets the upper hand,
Now there's a great move!
Paisley's bout doesn't go quite as well.
There and work. I mean, and these are just minor things. You know, I stubbed my toe on the mat and it was black and blue for a week. I couldn't believe it. You know, that's just my toe.
Oh, aren't they nice ladies there in the WCW, huh? But it's still hard for a wrestler like me, Sleazy E, to believe that they're all that tough. And when I say things like that, it tends to ruffle the feathers of our friend Medeja here, who claims that she's got a little point to prove. You want to play with the big boy?
Cheesy E, let's go, Cheesy E.
Okay, yeah, you got that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, how do you like that?
Oh, I like that just fine. How do you like this? Huh? Yeah, now who you playing? Oh, okay. All right. Let me dust myself off. You ready to play some more? Okay. All right. That was a good one. Okay. That's all the time we have for the women of WCW. Yeah, you're just lucky we're out of time, sweetie. That's all I got. Oh!
How was that?
Roll those credits.
What a goob. They should have booked him with Goldberg. Give him a concussion. Instead of Bret Hart to be whoever that loser is. Anyways, Stacy Keibler went on to WWE for a while. Went on to Hollywood. Because Torrie Wilson, she went to WWE for a while. Wrestlers Girls, didn't really heard too much from them. Her Major Guns, Tylene Buck, she does work on the side. For you chem girls out there. The rest of those females, don't ask me, I have no clue. I think that one chick married Booker T or something like that, and one of those girls married Shawn Michaels' Heartbreak Kid. So basically, she took Sonny's place. For those of you who know that story. And shouldn't get on to Shawn that much. He's a good Christian boy now. He had but one woman. Just in 18 parts. I don't know, so what do you guys think? I agree with Scott Steiner. They can put me back anytime, but not this way. It's eye candy. It's a feature. It's not really a selling point. I know the Nitro Girls were fun, and it's part of the experience of going Nitro, but they do not sell a single ticket. They did not. I do not know one person that said, Nitro Girls not here. I want money back. This was not worth the price of a ticket. No Nitro Girls. Evident by the fact WCW will go out of business. Because look who they had on here. They had Shane Douglas. Where's Ric Flair? Where's Hogan? Nah. Where's even DDP? Goldberg? Nah. We want David Flair. And Shane Douglas. Probably the best that he could get at the time. Anyways, this has been a lot of fun. I'm sad it has to end, but it has to end sometime. Just like WCW. But I will not be sold for pennies on $1. I go for dimes on $1. We'll see you later.